is the Andrea Wright, and we are back with another TT chat with me. Thank you guys to like literally everyone who has been so patient, because I had promised y'all that you would get one each month. I didn't get to do one last month because it's been a lot of changes for the better though, guys, but it's been a lot going on, so I didn't get to do one. So that means this month I am committed to giving you 2 TT chat with me videos on top of a Transparency Tuesday video. So y'all will be seeing a lot of me this month, okay? But today I am sitting here with my sis, one of my best friends, my Akoti 4L, okay? She is the CEO, LaKeisha Murphy, of Embracing You, so I'll let her tell just a little bit about herself and her businesses.
Hi guys, I'm LaKeisha Murphy, CEO of Embracing You. A little about me: I have a 2-year-old son, Armand.
Yes.
Also on a fitness journey. You guys can follow me at Healthy Mom Key.
And I'll be sure to mention that below too in the comments.
Yes, and also I do hair. I'm a braider, specialized in braiding and twists, also locks. And you can follow me at Embracing You LLC_.
Yes. So thank you for joining me today. For one, like, we have been talking about doing this video forever, guys, but we wanted to do a video like in person and not just to do live. We're still gonna go live this month. I will keep you guys posted on that date. But yeah, so thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. So we've both had like a similar journey. So the title of this one is literally by Shell, Hello Purpose. And I feel like this is something that we both have been walking in and, you know, are continuing to walk in. But I first want to just state, like, when I realized it was Shell, and then, you know, she'll tell you when she realized it was Shell. And we're promised not like to keep you guys here really long, like I promise. But this is stuff that like really needs to be talked about. So for me, I realized it was Shell after I had graduated like high school. I have been through so much from, if you guys been following my Transparency Tuesday journey, the series, like I've talked about the things that I have been through within molestation, divorce, like all of those really heavy topics. However, I can say that boldly today because I have healed from that. So I first realized that it was Shell though when I had gotten out of school, because I just had so much anger. And like, I'm gonna kind of go into the both of them, like when I realized it was Shell and what made me revert to Shell, because they kind of go hand in hand. So what made me revert to Shell was the fact that I had been bullied, like I had been talked about, like ridiculed, like I had put myself in a lot of drama. Like, let's not point fingers at everybody else but me. Like, I put myself in a lot of drama as well. And it was just like, Andrea, why are you doing this? Because this isn't even your character. Like, this isn't even your personality. Like, what are you doing this for, you know? So that's like when I realized it was Shell for me. And then like when I reverted, like what about you? Like, when did you realize?
I would definitely say like when I had my son.
Okay.
When I had my son, and I would definitely say I feel like I'm still walking out of the shell. I would say so, because, you know, sometimes it's really easy to go back to that. But I feel like, you know, this comes from like a lot of past traumas, you know, not healing from it.
Yeah.
And that's what made me revert to it. Anytime I felt like I was being attacked.
Yeah, that was the same for me. It would make me go into like defense mode. Like, my Shell was like my defense. So it's like, if I felt like, just like she said, like if I felt like I was being attacked, it was like, oh no, boom. Yeah. Like, so I called my Shell Big Body Bands. Like, that's what we ended up naming her because she really was Big Body Bands. But like, I am literally like the sweetest person, like one of the sweetest people. And I just didn't allow it to be that. Like, Shell was like this demeanor of like, oh, she rude. Like, and don't get me wrong, like I'm still very much like, please don't play with me. Like, but at the same time, it's like, oh, don't play with me, like, because I'm a like rah. Like, it's not that, like, at all. And it was like, at times I felt like I had to portray that person and be that person, and that wasn't really me, but it was all like out of defense.
Definitely. And I would agree. I definitely would agree. That's just how I was. And I'm the type of person, like, I feel like, you know, I mean, we human, so a lot of times we mess up, but I feel like I've always had genuine intention. So a lot of times, you know, when people just really don't understand where you're coming from a lot of times, and it's not our place to like try to force that into some people's heads. So, you know, it's like a lot of times you just gotta accept, you know, your actions, your your responsibility, your side.
Yeah, you're responsible for
and
you.
Just like leave the other side to them, because it's up to them to handle it. So I feel like a lot of times, you know, I reverted to shell trying to like defend myself, like, you know,
that was a really good point.
You know. That's what I would say.
That was a really good point, sis. No, for real, because you really do that. It's like, no, because I thought y'all was playing, but it's like, no, you really have to go back to like who it is that you are, who it is that you're trying to represent, who it is that you're growing into. Because at the end of the day, like, we're both CEOs of businesses, so like we are the face of our brand right now. So it's just like, I can't be out here with the rah-rah and then be like, oh, like, I'm a y'all-fearing woman. Like, where? Like, where do they go hand in hand? You know what I'm saying? So that was a really good point. And so the next one and the next two, again, they tie into to each other, is how you walked away from Shell and then healing after Shell. So for me, walking away from Shell, oh my gosh, it was literally like one of those, okay, so for all my ladies, and I mean, my fellas be going through this too sometimes, but y'all don't really be speaking on it as much, so I'm gonna just, you know, say this one piece for the ladies. For my ladies, like, when y'all have went through the most terrible breakup, right? Like, oh my gosh, like, he was supposed to be my husband, like, no, like, what? When y'all go through them breakups, that's how it felt with me walking out of Shell. Like, it wasn't no easy walk. Like, it wasn't just like, okay, Big Body Band's like, BBB, you got me this far, like, it's just goodbye now. It wasn't that. It was so hard. Like, and I felt like, you know, even sis can agree, like, it was like literally test after test after test after test. I felt like there was no break. Like, for real. Like, I felt like it was no break. I was like hitting her up, like, sis, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if I can keep going through this. Like, I don't know if I can keep dealing with this, because like, I really cannot take it. Like, I feel like I'm depressed. Like, I feel like I'm literally about to lose it. And it was just like, I just heard Abiyah just like keep telling me to lean in him, like to keep telling me like what he had for me, like kept showing me that stuff. And so I'm still like, I would say the same thing. I still feel like I am walking out of Shell daily, which means I'm walking in the healing of me daily, because I'm still getting to know me. I'm still getting to know, like, I've pretty much mastered my likes and dislikes, but like, y'all, like, I have been trying these out of the box things that I would have never tried before, like even down to like the foods. I'll be doing a video because we just recently came out of a 3-day water fast, like that was almost pretty much like a dry fast for us, low-key. So it's so much that's been going on that I was like, I have to come in. I was like, what better way? Like, literally, I'm not gonna hold y'all, the idea came to me when I was in the shower. And I was like, as soon as I got out, I texted sis. I was like, sis, how do you feel about recording our TT shower me video, like when we're at the beach? So I'm like, what better way than when we've been unwinding to do it, you know? So like, when, you know, how do you feel like, because you've already stated you feel like you're still walking out of Shell. How do you feel like you're going about doing that? And how do you feel like it's looking for your healing after Shell?
It feels amazing walking out of it, because I feel like that's part of the healing, like walking out of it is the healing. Because I'm learning the things that you know, causes me to go to Shell. And so it feels amazing. I feel like it's looking great for my future and for my, you know, for the healing. Like, it's gonna be amazing.
How has it made you feel though? Like, has it been hard moments where you just like, yo, like, this is definitely hard, I can't take it? Or has it been like...
Absolutely. I would say it's definitely hard. I mean, you know, I have a family, so I have, you know, a partner and a son. So a lot of times, you know, it's really important to be able to dissect things and communicate. So I'm learning to do that instead of going into the Shell, because I immediately go into Shell in defense mode instead of like communicating, trying to figure out, because, you know, at this point, I just, you know, I'm there. But no, I think it's amazing.
It's definitely it has its challenging moments, is what I was getting ready to say. Like, it definitely has its like challenging moments, but it's the beauty behind it too. Like, it's a beauty behind it. It is so much shalom behind healing. Like, I'm trying to tell you, so you're like, yo, you get on here and you preach healing, and I'm like, yes, because it is an imperative part of like your journey and your life. Like, it changes the way that you look at things, it changes the way you respond to things. Like, so it is imperative to walk through healing, and healing is not the most beautiful journey. Like, it's beautiful throughout the moments, it's beautiful when you realize like the growth, but a lot of the times you don't even feel like you're really growing. It's like you have to have your Akis and your Akodis, which is brothers and sisters, around you to be like, no, you're really doing it, like you're really killing it. So we said we wouldn't be before you long, so thank you guys so much for, you know, taking the time to sit in and just listen to us. Of course, I'll have all of her handles listed below so that you can follow and be up to date. She has an amazing fitness journey that she does, guys. She's definitely dedicated to, of course, she's dedicated to like her smoothies in the morning. This is who got me on my smoothies. Like, she's giving me the recipes. I'm not playing because I don't know. And so that's literally like what, I mean, she does that. She's done these braids that, you know, everybody keeps complimenting me on. Thank you so much. But my sis did them. Like, she definitely helps you to embrace you, literally. Like, I was a person that was very much insecure, and if you watch my previously Transparency Tuesday videos, like, you will know that like I've talked about that often. I was very much insecure, and she literally has like taught me how to literally embrace myself and how to see myself differently and how to love myself more, just by sitting in her chair and her energy and her presence and like the conversation, like all of that. It's really good. So make sure you follow her, guys. She is located in North Carolina, so all my North Carolina people, like all the people who like, girl, I don't care, I will travel for a good style, make sure you follow her page. Thank you for sitting in with us. We will be going live. This will be on YouTube as well, so stay tuned. We will be going live. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channels. Like I said, all the handles will be listed below. So thank you guys. Until next time.